Folks, thanks for coming on the line with us today. My name's John Dubas. I'm a Vice President for Agent Success with Premier Marketing. We'll be spending the next hour or so going through some of the advantages that you have with offering the AARP Medicare Supplements, and with particular emphasis on the Authorized to Offer Marketing Support Program that they offer. Today's presentation is being recorded, and it, along with select other information, will be sent to you as part of the follow-up to today's presentation. A little bit of housekeeping. We'll make certain that we answer all the questions at the end of today's presentation, and if we're unable to get to them all in the time allotted, we'll send out the frequently asked questions list with those answers for you as well. A little bit of background to begin. Just as a reminder, we want to make certain that you consider this important carrier to us as part of your portfolio. We're going to give you a little bit of information about Premier to start with, and then some support information at the end of the presentation after our guest presenters are completed with their portion of today's webinar. A bit about Premier Marketing. We are a national marketing organization founded in 1968 that's part of the Integrity Marketing Platform. We have offices across the country. We act as an insurance wholesaler offering independent insurance agents contracts with various carriers that suit their portfolio and their agency's mission. Those contracts are available at the highest possible commission levels, with recruiting contracts available for those who qualify. As I mentioned, we were founded in 1968, so this is our 50th anniversary. It's an accomplishment that we're very proud of, and it's a neat piece of the American dream where a small family agency in a small rural town in Nebraska can become one of the largest organizations of its type in the country. We are the largest organization for many of the carriers with whom we contract, including the Medicare Advantage carriers with United Healthcare, Anthem, and Meridian Care, a large producer, top 3, top 5, with many of the other carriers that are available as well. This gives you an indication of where some of our offices are as part of that Integrity Marketing Platform. And our portfolio includes all sorts of healthcare for Medicare beneficiaries, including Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, and prescription drug plans, a full portfolio of life insurance and annuities, including final expense life insurance, pre-need programs, long and short-term care plans, disability income programs, and ancillary benefits that are very important to the Medicare population, including standalone dental, vision, and hearing programs, critical illness cancer plans, and hospital indemnity programs. This gives you an idea of the Medicare Advantage portfolio that we offer. All the big boys are in there, including many of the prominent regional carriers as well. That carries on into the PDP portfolio that we offer, and a full Medicare Supplement portfolio as well. It's important to note that the Medicare market is a growing, strong portion of the population that is served by insurance agents, and we want to make certain we give you a few details on it, just to make certain that we're not one of those organizations that don't tell you about 10,000 people turning 65 each and every day, and how that's an incredible opportunity for you as an insurance agency. It's important to note that as we serve the Medicare population, particularly during the annual election period that we're currently undergoing, is the fact that that population is served by 2 different types of programs. Those that support the traditional Medicare administration with Parts A and B directly, such as Medicare Supplement programs, and the alternative that you have to help a population with Medicare Advantage and prescription drug plans, Part C and D as well. Obviously, there are different differences between the 2 types of programs and some similarities as well, but we do have different key differences that include legislative and marketing conduct oversight, which varies from plan type to plan type. We have different products, obviously, as well, that apply to one or the other programs. Different enrollment periods may come into play, and in certain circumstances, licensing and certification varies as well. As we mentioned, it's a huge market that's much like a visit to a doctor's office where you don't go into the doctor and he says, here's a pill without asking you any questions or she administering any test. There are questions that you ask in order to help make the best plans possible available to the people you serve, and that includes a number of programs that support the traditional fee-for-service Medicare population. There are certain changes coming up for us in the 2019 season. That includes a new Medicare Advantage open enrollment period for the first 3 months of the year. This gives a Medicare beneficiary who's completed the annual election period an opportunity to do 4 different things during those 3 months, during January, February, and March, where they can do a swap between different Medicare Advantage programs. They can drop that Medicare Advantage plan and return to original Medicare administration of Part B, A, and B programs with Medicare. They can then also enroll into a standalone Part D program or drop a Part D program. As a person drops a Medicare Advantage program and goes back to original Medicare, that does not necessarily create a guarantee issue period for a Medicare supplement. Certain circumstances that might apply, but that's something to consider. There is also another factor right now that is important for the Medicare supplement area of marketing with these programs, and that's the fact that in many areas, Medicare cost plans are ending because of legislation started 2-3 years ago already that says if there are at least 2 competing Medicare Advantage plans available in that area where a Medicare cost plan had been operating, those plans sunset. And so that gives us an opportunity to strongly market Medicare supplement programs in those areas as well, because there may not be as many opportunities in the Medicare Advantage world, and folks who have had a Medicare cost plan may well be better suited for a Medicare supplement program moving forward. That affects a large number of states, Minnesota predominantly, but there is a strong effect in a number of other states as well, including folks here in the great state of Texas. So there are opportunities then for us to counsel the folks that have these programs and make certain that we're doing the best we can to provide them information about choices made available to them. There is also macro impact in coming about for Medicare supplement programs as well, that in January of 2020 and thereafter, fully comprehensive programs that cover the Part A and B deductibles will no longer be available for newly eligible folks in the Medicare programs. The standardized programs as we lay out here gives you a bit of an overview for our presentation coming up. And these programs are available on the quoting engine that we have make available for the agents that contract with us without additional cost. So as we go through and we speak to the authorized to offer programs and the marketing support that comes with that from AARP, we're finally at a point in time where I'm going to shut up, turn it over to our guest speakers, Mariana DeMoss. I'm certain that you're on the phone, so I'll go from there and shut up and let you go.
Hey, John, can you do me a favor? Can you send it over to controllers? Because we made some adjustments to that. I just realized when you popped it up.
Okay, not a problem.
Perfect. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Mariana DeMoss. I also have online Claire Hughes. We'll be your presenters today talking about the AARP Medicare Supplement Plan. I'm going to make a real quick.
And there you go, Mariana.
Thank you, sir. We're going to talk today about the AARP Medicare Supplement Plan and some of our marketing support that we have. So before we get started, let's talk about the highlights. We really want to talk about the relationship between United Healthcare and AARP. It has been a strong partnership since back in 1997. The power of the two brands has continued to have us as an industry leader in the Medicare supplement world. We have over 4.6 million members, with our contract going through all the way through 2025, with a few stipulations to get us all the way through 2030. The benefits of carrying two brand names always runs into some wonderful things, but we also made some changes with this two brand names. And Claire, you want to talk about these?
Yeah, I think one of the recent changes we had is you will often hear us talk about underwriting with our program, and today we allow consumers within our plans to change from one plan to another without underwriting. We just modified that stipulation just slightly beginning this month, earlier this month, and in most states, except for the ones you see here on your screen highlighted in red, individuals can plan change into any plan without underwriting, except if going into Plan G. Plan G they will be able to get, but they may be rated up based on their current health situation. So again, individuals can plan change into another plan within the AARP Medicare Supplement family, but if they are moving from one plan into a Plan G and are in one of the states that are not highlighted in red, we are going to have them fill out an application and evaluate their medical situation and perhaps offer them Plan G at a different rate. The consumer will have an opportunity to say no and keep their original plan, but we've really done this to keep that Plan G very competitive out in the marketplace today. It is a plan that other carriers do not offer on a guaranteed issue basis, and our goal is to keep that plan pricing competitive, and we just made this slight modification to a very appealing underwriting process for plan changers.
So we can still go from an F to an N, right, Claire, or an N to an F. We just, if we're going to go through G, we need a new app. Is that correct?
Yep. It's only if you change into Plan G, all the other plan changes can be done without a new application, and you as an agent can assist your customers by completing a very easy form, or the consumer can call customer service and do it directly over the phone.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about some exciting other news we have going on. We have lifetime renewals for all of our states except for one. If you're in the state of New York, we're still working on it. But we did start this back in the vary by state. We started in mid-2018, and some of the states just happened for January 1st, 2019 effective dates, but it's happening now. So now our lifetime for the AARP Medicare Supplement will occur in all 49 states except for the state of New York. So we're working on the state of New York for right now, but every other state, you now will be paid lifetime commissions on the AARP Medicare Supplement plan.
That's really exciting, Mary, and they can find all that information out in their contract as well.
That's right, Claire. And now the next wonderful thing we have talking about is digital and remote signature. And this is wonderful. I do love this. It allows you the ability to sell in multiple states as long as you're licensed and appointed with United Healthcare. So now you don't have to go into the house to do the app. You can actually do it through DocuSign, where the member would receive the information, they would sign it, and they would send it back. You would submit your application. There are training guides and sessions going on throughout this time. And also, John just showed you the quoting system. The quoting system they do have. We'll have the AARP Medicare Supplement plan on that also. And you will link over to our lean application, which is where we do our remote and digital applications. And one more exciting thing. Claire, would you like to talk about the new voice sig?
I sure will. Just on top of that remote signature where you would interact with the customer using your computer and their computer, sometimes you have people that maybe don't have a computer, right? And guess what? We're not going to leave them out of the digital realm either. We're in the process of launching voice signature capability. It's currently available in the list of states you see on the right-hand side of the slide. But what voice signature does is gives you the capability to record the conversation, which captures the important information we need to keep on file to track the sale and to get verbal attestations where a consumer would typically sign. This is a great option for consumers, especially those who maybe don't have a computer but do wish to have that sale done electronically or digitally in a non-face-to-face environment. We look to be rolling this out to all states shortly after AEP wraps up. But in the meantime, if you are selling in one of these states, the voice signature capability is available today.
Wonderful. Now let's talk about another update. Here at United Healthcare, we offer a system called Lean. And with Lean, we now offer some new and exciting things where our demographics from our MedSup product will actually go and fill in our application on our Part D, or vice versa. So if you're filling out a Part D application for a consumer and they decide they would like to go with our Medicare Supplement plan, you would click the link at the bottom of the completed application. You'll link on it, and it'll automatically put in their demographics, name, address, date of birth, so you're not entering that information in twice. This is huge for us because we have had two separate systems, and now we're operating as one. Now, Claire, how about all these change forms that everybody loves?
This is a recent addition to some of the opportunities we've provided to agents as well. Agents like to be involved in assisting their members or their clients with certain transactions even after the sale. So we've created a process for our agents to be able to assist those clients in making transactions. Again, these are not mandatory, but it is more of a convenience for the agents that do wish to be part of the transactions. We have 4 different types of forms available depending on what the needs of the applicant or the member are about. They're very cleverly named Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. And you'll see here on the screen there's different types of transactions listed with each form. So, for example, Form 1 is a form that you would use to complete if the consumer just needs a few minor changes made, or maybe just one of the following types of changes made on their application or on their enforced policy. So perhaps we captured the date of birth incorrectly, and we want to get that corrected because that could impact their rate. Maybe that we needed to update some Medicare information, or perhaps they were changing their smoking status. If the consumer is subject to tobacco rating when they enroll but become tobacco-free for more than 12 months, they can request to be rated down to the non-tobacco user rate. So these are just some of the transactions you would use Form 1 for. Form 2 will allow some assistance with the AARP membership that is part of the program for the AARP Medicare Supplement plans. Form 3 is one that you would use in a particular situation if a consumer was enrolled in both the Medicare Supplement plan and a Medicare Advantage plan and needed to terminate their MedSup plan. And finally, Form 4, which might be one of the most popular forms that agents will be using, is to really assist clients with various transactions. First of all, if there was missing information or incomplete information on the application and you needed to send that in, Form 4 would be the appropriate form to use. It's also a form that you can use to facilitate the plan changes we just talked about. You can use Form 4 for all plan changes except for those going into Plan G where a new application is required. This is just one of the ways that we're able to respond to making your experience as an agent more hassle-free in working with United Healthcare. And all these forms are conveniently located out on our agent portal called Jarvis, where you can access them as you need them. Just a great new enhancement that we introduced earlier this year that can help you better assist your customers. What's next, Mayor? What do we have coming up?
Well, we're talking about the same thing John was talking about. The boomers are here. So if you're not in the senior market, this is a great opportunity to be in there. In the partnership with Premier, and us here at United Healthcare will help you continue to grow your business across a full portfolio of products. 10,000 people per day are aging in. And by 2030, that's 81 million individuals that will be looking for products and making decisions for you to help them. And your job is to keep going. And we're offering you here now, if you look on the right-hand side of your screen, the largest Medicare Supplement market share product in the country. The AARP branded product has 34.1% of the market share. Blue Cross Blue Shield without Anthem is at 22.2%. Anthem is another 4.7%. Mutual of Omaha is another 9.7%. And then all your other carriers make up that MedSup population at 29.4%. Guys, we're here to stay. And we do things differently. Like Claire said, we allow you to make a plan change, up, down, any which way, without underwriting, except for going into our Plan G. But part of that is the features of the MedSup. These are all the same from carrier to carrier, right? When you're looking for a MedSup, you're looking for the freedom to choose your own doctors and hospitals. You don't have to worry about a network. Guaranteed coverage for life. Also, the ability to travel anywhere in the U.S. with limited or no out-of-pocket costs, no claims to file, and no referral needed to see a specialist. You want to see that specialist? You make the appointment. Your AARP Medicare Supplement will pick up your charges based off your plan. So let's talk about those most popular plans, Claire. How about Plan F?
Plan F is our most comprehensive plan. People like to call that the Cadillac of the current AARP Medicare, or of the current Medicare Supplement plans available today. And you'll see it's clearly the most popular plan that we offer, with over 2.5 million members insured in the plan. Now, it might have a higher premium because basically it's a set it and forget it. All of the Medicare services that are covered by Medicare are covered under the Plan F. You'll see here it's 100% of the Part A deductible, 100% of the Part B deductible, 100% of the skilled nursing facility, and then there would be a cost share if they were to use the foreign emergency travel benefit. But right behind that is our Plan G. And why do we highlight Plan G? Plan G is becoming a growing plan in terms of popularity. We did not offer this plan until the summer of 2017. And if you can see here, we have over 115,000 insured members already. As we move into 2020, when the industry makes some changes, Plan G will be the go-to plan for new eligible Medicare members. Again, Plan G is very rich in benefits. You'll see, just similar to F, it pays 100% of the Part A deductible. It will pay 100% after the annual Part B deductible is paid. Currently in 2018, it is $183, and just going up slightly for 2019. It does have the skilled nursing coverage as well as the foreign emergency care benefit. Again, the one difference between G and F, as you will see here, is that the consumer is responsible for paying the annual Part B deductible. But we don't want to forget about Plan N either. Plan N is a great affordable option that, as you can see, 750,000 members have chosen Plan N in our offering. It does have a lower premium option because there's a cost share that the consumer will pay. It does pay 100% of the Part A deductible, 100% of the skilled nursing, and it also has that foreign emergency care benefit. But these are just three of the plans that we offer. We do have a variety of choices available to the consumers to meet both their coverage and their financial needs, but we always think it's important to highlight just the three most popular that we're offering to give you an idea of what's appealing to the consumers.
Wonderful, Claire. Now let's talk about the features of the AARP Medicare Supplement plans. Why do people buy? Why do we have 4.6 million members? Why do they stay with us? Well, 96% member satisfaction. 92% of our members that were surveyed would actually recommend a friend or family member. That's 9 out of 10 individuals would recommend their policy to their family. Discounts, including EFT discounts, as well as in some states we have multi-insured discounts where we give 5% off the base rate, not the early enrollment discount rate, given to the individuals if they have 2 people living in a household. Also, and both members of our plans, also the ability to change plans. We talked about that a lot today. We're also plans available nationwide. We're in all 50 states, all 4 U.S. territories, and we are competitively priced across the country. So when we talk about that features, we go in and talk about this, low stable rate increases. Our average rate increase over the past 10 years since we started the agent channel has been below 5%. And continuously we work to strive to offer those low stable rate increases. We made some changes in our underwriting this past year. We added a nursing home question, right, Claire? So now we have three knockout questions, whether we take or deny your apps, instead of just 2. So we're making changes to be able to offer a better plan to you. Except for in a handful of states where we do have, I believe, 19 underwriting questions. So let's talk about our basic enrollment guides. How do you become a member of the AARP Medicare Supplement? Well, first, you must have both parts A and B at the time of enrollment, at the time of effective date, must be a resident in the state they're applying, and they must be a member of AARP. Now, that membership is only $16 a year, and it covers up to 2 people in a household. Now, the exciting thing about that membership also is all the discounts that we'll talk about a little later that the member gets. But also, as an agent, we'll tell you a little bit later, you're going to get discounts too.
Hey, Mary, you just hit on something when you talked about having Part A and Part B at the time the plan becomes effective. That's a huge area where we get a lot of questions from agents because they sometimes go to enroll a new to Medicare person and say they're not eligible for Part B yet. It's all based on when their coverage will be effective, so that allows you to take information in advance of their birthday for those new to Medicare people.
That's a perfect thing, Claire, to talk about. And also, let's talk about our future of Plan C and Plan F. So John touched a little bit about MACRA. And what is MACRA? Well, it's the Medicare Access and Chip Reauthorization Act of 2015. This passed back in 2015, and it continues to affect our business all the way into past 2020. So what happens is, anyone that's Medicare eligible, that means they get their Part A after January 1st, 2020, they'll no longer be eligible to purchase plans C or F. Those are considered first dollar coverage plans, Cadillac plans, too rich in benefits, however you want to word it. They'll no longer be able to purchase it. So what we tell people is get your F while the getting's good. That's right, Claire? You can receive, anyone who's eligible now, that means they have their Part A prior to January 1st, 2020, can still purchase the Plan F. This is for our members in the future. And anyone that's eligible for their Part A in January 1st, 2020, their most popular plan will become the Plan G. And we say that because the Plan G, the consumer, like Claire said, would pay the Part B deductible, and then the plan would kick in just like the current Plan F works. So the only difference is the Part B deductible on the G to the F. All right, let's talk about our value-added services, Claire. You want to start us off with the vision discount?
Sure. And when you think about value-added services, this is something we're able to add to our offering that helps differentiate us from other competitors in the marketplace. The benefits of the plans, A, B, C, et cetera, are standardized across all carriers. So we want to find a way to differentiate ourselves with the market, so that they'll be attracted to an AARP Medicare Supplement plan. The first is a vision discount program provided by a company called iMed, and this is through our work with the AARP in providing the branded products in the market. And what the discount does is it gives consumers an opportunity to get a discount off of their eye exam and their eye care, or their eyewear, when they go to a participating provider. When you think about the vision discounts and why this might be important, Medicare does not cover routine vision benefits for consumers. So if Medicare doesn't cover it, there's nothing for a supplement. But what this vision discount does is helps cover that gap that consumers have in the Medicare space, because many of them do have eyewear and eye care needs. Consumers can get an eye exam for $50, and they can get 20 to 30% off of contacts and glasses by going to one of the participating provider. And these include a lot of the local chains that you're well familiar with, such as Lens Crafters, Pearl Vision, Sears Optical, Target Optical, and more, as well as a lot of local providers that consumers can find by going to a website. So it's a great addition to the program, especially for the senior market where vision care is very important. We also have a nurse helpline available, and this is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, access to a nurse, where the members can talk about health concerns, health issues, or just get some advice on perhaps a medical condition. Again, this is not an IVR. They will have the opportunity to speak to a live person to get their questions answered. And this has proven time and time again to be a real value to our members, because sometimes they're calling with really some life-threatening situations, and they're advised appropriately to seek the care that's necessary. And finally, we have gym membership and fitness programs available in many of our states. In some states, we do offer silver sneakers. In others, we have a different type of program that has multiple components to it. So depending on the state in which you're selling, the different fitness options may be available to the consumers. But again, it's about giving them something to help them maintain a healthier life. If you look in that little blue box to the right, with membership being required to enroll in an AARP Medicare Supplement plan, we like to highlight some of the perks that a consumer would receive by being an AARP member. So if you think about it, they're going to have access to exclusive discounts that AARP offers, and we're talking restaurants, movie theaters, hotels, a lot of different areas where they can save money and enjoy some fun activities and meals. They do receive a subscription to an award-winning AARP magazine in the monthly bulletin that has a lot of information that's relevant for the senior population. They can get some reduced costs on hearing aids through a program that AARP offers, as well as general information on their health, Medicare, and Social Security needs. So by being an AARP member and enrolling in the AARP Medicare Supplement plans, all these different value-added services really add up to help your consumer with a variety of needs that they may have. And speaking of AARP, I think that's our next one, Mayor.
It is. So let's talk about the myarpconnection.com. This is a website for you as an agent. Make sure you write it down, because once you're licensed and contracted with United Healthcare, you now have access to this website. MyAARPconnection.com allows you to verify, renew, or enroll someone into an AARP membership. But it also gives you something I talked about a little earlier, a free 3-year complimentary AARP membership, regardless of age. Now, Claire talked about some of the discounts. I will tell you, I love being able to go to Outback Steakhouse, pull out my AARP card, and get my 20% off my dinner. It's a great way to save some money. I have 2 grown boys, got to be able to save. But also movie theaters. Sometimes it's discounted tickets, sometimes it's popcorn, free popcorn or free drink. Make sure you're pulling out that card and taking advantage of the discounts you get. Also on this website, there's a program called ACES. It's a volunteer program that AARP wants you to go out and actually log in your volunteer hours that you're doing in your local community. At 25 hours, they're going to send you a certificate. At 50 hours, they're going to send you an embezzlement for that certificate, and they're also going to put your name in a drawing for a trip for 2 to an ACES reward event. That ACES reward event is put on by AARP. You'll also have officials from United Healthcare there also to thank you for what you're doing in your local community. Claire and I've had some great stories over the last year. Agents tell us of what they're doing in the local community. Take your time to enter those hours in. They reset every year. So if you have anything from this June until current and you'd like to enter it in, feel free to go back in and enter that time in so you get credit for your hours. Now, also at 50 hours, here's the wonderful thing I love, which is a press release. It's a press release that you can put in your local newspaper to talk about what you're doing in the local community. We have some wonderful stories from agents that talk about how this press release has helped grow their business because they're known as the AARP person in the area. So now they have a name to go with the things that they're doing. There's also information on volunteer activities that AARP has going on in your area. There's also driver safety courses they have going on, tax aid, a great way to get yourself out in the community, to get to know people that are working with AARP for different variations. I tell agents all the time, people that are doing tax aid help always run into members that are wondering about their health care. What a great opportunity is to drop your card off to those individuals. Say, hey, I'm an authorized to offer agent. Here's my card and information about the authorized to offer program. If members have information, give them my card and have them give me a call. Now, Claire, let's talk about agent group sales. And I'll go ahead and kick this one off about the opportunity. The opportunity is huge. We're seeing more and more employer groups either reducing their benefits to their retirees or not offering any benefits at all, or it's becoming that time where they've become with a lot of retirees and they're looking for an opportunity to be able to assist those individuals. Well, the AARP Medicare Supplement can be sold to groups. That can be employer-sponsored. It could be an association. What we need, though, is information from you to be able to set up a group. Now, we have many opportunities to talk about this. What I will tell you, and one of the biggest benefits to the groups are this. Most group-sold Medicare supplements are based off the loss ratio and the average age of that group. We actually put all of our groups onto our 4.6 million individuals. So when we talk about those low stable rate increases, those individuals will see the same state rate increase that their consumers see in those states. Now, we do offer competitive commissions on this product, and we do enroll in 2 different ways. Agent sold, which is where you would use the traditional applications you have right now, or agent referred, where you would refer the group over to us. We would take care of mailing out the applications. We would take care of setting up meetings and conducting those meetings as well as enrolling the members. Each one of, if you do the agent sold applications, that does count towards your authorized to offer production as well as your A2O rewards program. So the more you sell, the more you can earn. It's simple as that. Now, to learn more information about not only our agent group sold business, which I believe John will talk about a little later, we're going to do a webinar here with Premier next month in November. We also have webinars out on our national training calendar out on United Healthcare's website called Jarvis. You go into Knowledge Center, and there's different trainings that we'll be conducting not only on group, but also on our health and wellness program that Claire talked about, as well as our product, our lien application, our remote signature. All of those will be out there for you. Now, Claire, let's talk about Authorized offer a little bit.
Okay. When you're contracted with United and appointed to sell at least one of the branded AARP plans, you are considered authorized to offer. And with the MedSup program, we have what we call our Authorized to Offer program. So it's designed for you as an agent to recognize your commitment to selling the Medicare Supplement product. So once you're certified to sell the AARP Medicare Supplement plans, you're level 1, and that means you've completed your certification for at least one of the products. So it could be the AARP Medicare RX, the AARP Medicare Supplement, or the AARP Medicare Complete plans. We do ask that you sell 5 completed applications in a calendar year for MedSup, okay, because a lot of the criteria around the program focuses on the MedSup opportunity, and that gives you the access you need to the standard marketing material. But we know there's a lot of agents out there that are really committed to selling the AARP Medicare Supplement plan, and there's a chance to become what we call a level 2 agent. So if you're certified for all 3 of the products and you sell more than 30 in a calendar year, you would be invited to what we call our level 2. So we ask to take one more certification course. It's a very simple one called Mature Markets, and you will have exclusive opportunities to some of our level 2 marketing materials, as well as our rewards program and our lead program on top of all that. So let's take a quick look at each of those different level 2 opportunities.
Well, one of the first ones, an exciting one, isn't it, Claire? Something everyone's been asking for years. It's the A2O level 2 lead program. So once you get to 30, you're considered level 2, right? Well, this program begins with not only random mailing lists, but actually leads that have come through prospects through direct contact with, they've called in, they've seen one of our direct mails, they've seen a television commercial, they've had a web inquiry, they've come into us at some point. Now, what we love to tell you is the close ratio on these. 16% of these leads close to United Healthcare product. Now, you'll have to attend a training session on our leads management system. Leads are going to be sent out weekly, and you'll receive the leads 16 days after initial contact. This is huge. This is the first time in the history of our program we've offered leads. So this program, once you get to level 2, is an exciting way to be able to grow your business. Woo. Also part of the A2O Rewards program is not only do we measure your business from January to December 31st of every year, but we look at your total apps, but we also want to give you more cash, up to $7,500 additional cash based off of points accumulation that you're going to get for applications you sell. And one more exciting thing is every agent who writes 125 AARP Medicare Supplement applications will receive a trip. So not only will you have a trip qualified by working with Premier and doing business with them, you can also receive a trip with us by just writing 125 AARP MedSups. And those trip locations down in the bottom right-hand corner are what we consider our Sapphire trips. Hollywood, California, San Antonio, Texas, Fort Myers, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, some beautiful locations. Our top 25 agents in the country will receive what we call our Emerald trips. Colorado Springs, New York, Bahamas Cruise, Amelia Island, Florida, Dominican Republic. Also, there's 3 locations you'll see in Astricon: San Diego, Boston, and Disney World. We have the asterisk because not only are those trips for 2, but they're also trips for 2 children 18 and under. So those are trips for 4, 2 adults, 2 children 18 and under those trips. Now, if you're in our top 10 across the country, you will receive one of our diamond level trips. And nothing's more exciting than the marketers at Premier giving you a call, or one of our sales directors here with United Healthcare giving you a call to tell you that you've qualified for one of the diamond level trips. Paris, France, Czech Republic, Hawaii, a Major League Baseball experience, the NCAA Final Four, as well as Sydney, Australia, and Jacksonville, Wyoming. Now, what I will tell you is the 2019 trips have not been announced yet, but any production you have for January 1st and beyond in 2019 will qualify you for those trips. In 2019, we let our NMAs pick a trip. And guess what? Their pick was also the Mariana DeMoss trip pick. So when you look at the 2019 trip and you see the NMA experience, just know that that was picked by your team here at Premier, as well as some of the other NMAs across the country, and it was also the pick of your regional sales director down in the Southeast. It's a great trip, and ready for you guys to see them. They'll be announced very soon.
And Mary, what I like about these trips is that each agent gets to choose when they go. Not only are they picking where they want to go, but they can set it up according to their own schedule by working directly with the travel planner. So it really, really is a vacation. It's not like it's a meeting that we're hosting and they're just coming along. So great opportunity for them to enjoy that.
And you know, Claire, that's the best part about it. You don't have to go with the carrier reps. Nobody wants to sit around and talk to us, do they, when they can go out on their own and spend time with their loved ones. All right, let's talk about support and resources. We have a dedicated support team across the country. There are 7 of us, as you can see on this map. Claire and I are both down in the Southeast, but we also handle the Premier relationship across the country. But if you're out west, if you're in one of our live sessions, you will probably see Mr. Angelo Therese or Ms. Delise Billingsley. If you're in the central part of the country, you possibly see Mr. Jim Latris or Ms. Tina Johnson. And up in the Northeast, Mr. Tim Tilson. We're all here to support you. We crisscross sometimes. We do pass each other. Claire is located in the Northeast, but covers the Southeast. I'm located in the Central, but cover the Southeast. So you never know where we're going to be, right, Claire?
That's right. I want to go
but
where
you do have all your marketers at Premier to be able to assist you with anything you may need to reach us. We'll all be glad to assist them and help you through your process of being contracted with United Healthcare. Well, John, thank you guys at Premier for a wonderful webinar. And if we have any questions, we'll be glad to answer any live. If there's any in the chat, take a look at those.
The chat is clean. I have a question for you just to make certain that we cover it. The nice piece of the software that you mentioned that will autofill from the MedSup to the prescription drug plan, would you clarify the whole scope of appointment that we need to cover as well?
Sure. So since it is through Lean, when you are doing the Part D, it'll ask you if you've completed a scope appointment or if it needs to be completed. Okay, it can be done there while you're doing the Lean application through the Lean process. And then if you go to the MedSup, there's not a scope of appointment needed for MedSup. So if you start with the PDP, you've already gotten it before you started. If you start with the MedSup, it'll ask if you have your scope of appointment completed. There is a button that you'll click there. A little check.
Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. And we're clean with other questions. I want to thank you, ladies, for coming on the line with us today. We really appreciate what you do for us. As Mariana mentioned, we are having a presentation next month on the group product. And in December, we were discussing having another webinar that speaks to health and wellness and some of the things that your clients are going to have top of mind as we roll through the end of the open enrollment period, where a lot of folks start focusing on using their programs as opposed to just selecting them. So thanks, ladies. We've got a few slides I'm going to complete very quickly to make certain that the folks on the line realize they have some additional marketing support available through our organization as well. And speaking of which, we do offer discounted E&O to qualified agents. And for some folks, this is a very big thing because it covers all products in the insurance world that you contract with, not just those that are contracted through our organization. There are organizations that will offer a blanket policy, but it covers only the programs that are underwritten through that organization. This gives you the ability to make certain that you are covered regardless of whom you have that contract through. We also offer a discounted means of keeping your license current. For those of you who aren't grandfathered, there are discounted CE bundles available through our affiliation with WebCE. We also offer an electronic means of contracting for a number of different programs. And one of the things that we're finding, particularly now, for folks who are active in the Medicare supplement world with awesome carriers like AARP, sometimes there are needs for ancillary programs. Folks have an interest in a cancer program, critical illness program, or additional dental, hospital, indemnity programs. This is a great way to create an agent profile and contract with multiple carriers without contracting carpal tunnel syndrome as well. We do offer an ongoing array of different webinars and training programs that are available to you, both live as in this fashion, as live as we can be, and also these webinars are being recorded for you to access 24/7, which is very helpful in times like now where you are so active in the marketing of the programs moving forward. We do also offer different quote engines and remote ways of accessing and enrolling people with other programs, and that's a big thing that you may be able to use to augment Mariana's discussion with the collection of a scope of appointment, the Medicare Center program that we offer to folks contracted with our organization for products offered through that program, including AARP MedSup. It gives you an opportunity to remotely and electronically access an individual, collect that scope of appointment, and store it for that 10-year period within this software package. A great way for you to remain compliant when marketing a cross-sell of Medicare Supplement and PDP programs. We do also offer a way to keep you active on the interwebs, so to speak, and a program that keeps your social media programs moving forward on autopilot through our Coverage Made Easy programs. We are staging regular webinars on those programs as well, including one just a little earlier today. So we do have recordings of these available for you too. Multiple ways of reaching out and touching people through lead programs. We have contact lists available for you. Depending upon your contracting status, it may be available at no cost to you. That allows you to cold call for certain programs that do allow for that marketing option. Remember, with AARP Medicare Supplement programs, even though it is a Medicare Supplement program, you do not cold call for AARP Medicare Supplements. However, you can cold call for different dental programs, other ancillary programs such as final expense or critical illness programs, and create an opportunity to grow your book of business and offer them additional programs down the road, something to keep in mind. We do also offer specialized community-based marketing programs, including the retail marketing programs that are available through the Walmart initiative, the retail program that United Healthcare offers as well, other programs that are out that do similar opportunities available for you. And keep in mind, it's a great way for you to offer AARP Medicare Supplement programs through that venue as well. We have a special program set up to help you market to faith-based organizations with presentations, and that's one of the ways that the marketing support available to you through AARP Medicare Supplement that Claire and Mariana illuminated on just a little bit ago. It gives you an opportunity to use an approved presentation in a seminar selling or a camp setting as well. A great way to go through and do different things. We do offer also special insights into provider marketing with doctors, dentists, pharmacists, a number of different providers of the care that we look to make certain is covered through the insurance programs that we offer. And this is a unique way for you to offer Medicare Supplement information for programs like AARP, because keep in mind, not all providers want their provider mix completely in a Medicare Advantage program, and it gives you an opportunity as an independent agent to make certain that you are offering all the options that are available and are needed in order for a provider to cover all the needs that they have as well. As Mariana and Claire mentioned, that you do have an opportunity as you achieve the Level 2 for the Authorized to Offer program, where you have an opportunity to access carrier-generated leads through AARP. Some of the other carriers do that as well, but it's a great way for you to make certain that you leverage your production and your opportunity through the #1 Medicare supplement program in the country. You do have opportunities as well to purchase internet leads. We have some different programs that are set up in that area. I do normally urge caution when you deal in the Medicare arena with this to make certain that we remain compliant, but it's a great way for you to get aged life insurance leads or leads for other programs that enable you to build your book once again and then cross-market thereafter. We do offer unique direct mail support programs as well, where based on production, we actually help subsidize a portion of that cost. There are approved AARP mailers available on Jarvis. That's a great way for you to make certain that your relationship with the largest med sup carrier is made known, and a great way to market throughout the year as well. What we look to do with all of these programs is earn your business, and we want to make certain that you take and consider the programs that are available to you and make them an integral part of your personal marketing program. If you're not marketing AARP Medicare Supplement programs, well, I got to tell you what, a whole bunch of people are buying it without you. The telemarketing centers are very strong with this product, and it's a name that's out there where, particularly with all the advantages that Mariana and Claire went through today, it's a portion of what you need in your portfolio. So commit to contracting with this. We can help you with that process, walk you through the brief certification that's part of the program, and keep in mind the same contract enables you to offer the AARP Medicare prescription drug programs, the standalone Part D plans, and the Medicare Advantage programs, should you choose to do so. It's a question then of making certain you commit to it and move forward and take care of your business. This is contact information for our organization. You can reach any of the premier marketers at 1-800-365-8208. The contact information here for these three rapscallions are the folks here in our Dallas office. You can reach any marketer anywhere across the country through that 1-800-365-8208 number, however, and we would welcome the opportunity to work with you and make certain that the AARP Medicare Supplement program becomes a vital part of the portfolio that you offer. That said, checking the questions really quickly, we're clean there. Watch for the follow-up to today's presentation. As soon as the recording updates, we'll kick an email out to all who have RSVP'd for today's presentation, and anticipate some follow-up from marketers within our organization to make certain that we have you covered and supported in the fashion that you merit. We want to thank you for coming on the line and investing the time with us today. Thank you once again for your consideration of Premier Marketing as being your partner, and we wish you good selling. Thanks so much. Look forward to visiting with you soon.